So we now have the final race of the season, and I have just spotted that we have 4 of the 5 drivers that went to the dummy grid. So after a technical exclusion, well, we've had a little bit of a pirouette. That's the second time this weekend. Thank you very much for the entertainment, Raina Vaughan. Spins out going through turn 5. And I think he's taken a bit more of the playbook from Lucas Thompson on that one. But Lucas Thompson was doing probably the best part of 80 kilometres an hour coming out of turn number 14. So Thierry de Jong will start on the front row. So we have Thierry de Jong on pole position. Michael Becker will be alongside. Then we have Raina Vaughan. No Dennis Toom on the grid, I've just spotted. And Martinez Tankevicius, who was had a technical disqualification post final number 1, will start from the back of the grid. So the red lights will ignite on the starting gantry for what will be the final time for 2022. In 63 days' time from this afternoon, the Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals will take place at the Cartódromo Internacional do Algarve in Portimão in Portugal. The 5th time that the Grand Finals in their 22 runnings will head to the Algarve. But also, there will be an opportunity. We have already announced that for the Rotax Max Challenge Euro Golden Trophy, taking place between the 4th and the 6th of November at Karting Genk, there will be 2 tickets up for grabs. So, lights are up, lights are out. Here we go. Thierry de Jong takes the initial advantage with Michael Becker slotting in behind. Martinez Tankevicius sweeps to the outside of turn number 3 and looks to get the run down into turn 4, and the Lithuanian Julie obliges. Nice roll worked on the brake pedal there from the 5-3-3. Thierry de Jong leads the way. Tankevicius looks for the switch back through into turn 7. The Lithuanian bumps over the curbs. Tankevicius closing in on Thierry de Jong and goes through into the race lead. Says a little bit of a sportsmanship exchange there. He accidentally gave a tap to the back bumper of Thierry de Jong and actually said, no, look, my bad, go on past. And now through turn 14, puts the throttle down, and that's a clean overtake. And Michael Becker is closing in on them. Thierry de Jong looking towards the inside, and he's using that European lean again that he likes to do, as the Dutchman. 12.5 minutes still to go in the race. Martinez Tankevicius now starting to pull away from Thierry de Jong as we are on to the near conclusion of our second lap of this race. You know what? This is brilliant. Martinez Tankevicius is toying. Well, they're good friends anyway. Martinez is a very, very lovely guy, and Thierry's got a bloody good sense of humour. They're just having fun out there. I think that's one of the ways with DD2 Masters. You know, they might be the eldest on the grid, because that's definitely the class I would be racing in if I wanted to get into Rotax. I would be well over the minimum age requirement. quite a few years. And again, look, he's just signalled to Thierry de Jong saying, right, let's just muck around here. And Thierry's just gone like, okay, I'll take that. Right, through we go. 11 minutes and 12 seconds plus an additional lap still to go. And just keep your eyes on when Martinez Stankiewicz decides to get past Thierry de Jong, which he decides to do now. And then Thierry just hooks it up around the outside through turn 12. It's just like they're going out for a training session more than anything. So all drivers running within about 2 seconds of each other. Stankiewicz just goes to the inside line of de Jong. De Jong hooks it up going through the camber. Through turn 4, round the outside goes the Dutchman, and through back into the lead he goes. So a few exchanges here and there. This could be the race where we see the lead change more times than I've had hot Sunday dinners at home. And that's not been that many this year, I can admit to that one. So through into turns 9 and 10. Once again, Martinez Stankiewicz up the inside. This time closes off things for Thierry de Jong. So Thierry not being waved past like he was a few corners ago. Through into turns 1 and 2. Once again they go. So 5 minutes down, 9 to go, and Martinez Stankiewicz has extended a little bit of lead. He could further extend that. Well, if he could win ahead of Dennis Thorn by, 19.1 seconds in Heat 2 yesterday, whilst drifting it through turns 1 and 2 after going underneath the gantry. So all 4 drivers now making their way across the stripe. Martinez Stankiewicz has opened up the taps on the Rotax engine to his immediate right-hand side, and now is putting the fastest lap, 1 minute 5.358, and was over 1.2 seconds quicker than Thierry de Jong, who's just put in his fastest lap of the race. The Lithuanian, our Winter Cup champion earlier on this season, did not take part in the opening round at Karting Genk the week after the Easter bank holiday. It came back firing on all 125 cc's of that Rotax Max Evo engine to his immediate right-hand side, picking up both victories at Val d'Argenton and both at Marienborg. That lead is going to expand, and it's nearly 3 seconds. And another fastest lap of the race, 1 minute 5.252. So Stankiewicz at 23.549 through sector 1. 3/10 quicker than Thierry de Jong. Picks up the standing water with number 533 from the exit of turn 8 and into turn 9. They come across the line again. There's Stankovic sweeping wide, kicks up. Look at the standing water on the curbing on the exit of turn number 3 on the run down to turn number 4. So with the rain continuing to fall, as soon as DD2 came along, the taps were literally put on for a slow flow, but then all of a sudden the flow was increased in intensity, thereby giving us more standing water and more difficult visibility for the drivers to contend with. Veneborn tries to keep up pace with Michael Becker. And Veneborn has actually gone faster than Michael Becker on that previous tour, but he's sweeping a bit wide coming out of turn number 14, maybe to help carry that momentum through the corner. Martina Stankovic now running in the low 1-minute 5s. The best part of nearly 7/10 of a second quicker than Thierry Giong on that particular occasion, extending the gap to just under 4.8 seconds. He's still at the back end of the field. Michael Becker still trying to stay ahead. Veneborn is doing his level best to try and close the gap up, but it looks to be extending at this particular moment. So 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining on the clock. The gap still has been further extended to just over 5.6 seconds. For those watching at home, on the left is Nina Mega. In the middle is the head of Strecken Crew KCT, Mr. Camilo Hossinger. Very good friend who I've had the pleasure of seeing over the past 5 years during my travels. Wonderful guy, softly spoken individual that has a heart of gold. 2 minutes and coming up to 2 minutes and a quarter still to go. As Michael Becker is trying to close on in on Thierry Giong for what will be second in the race. But Stankovic making his way through turn 3. Second and third make their way through the final corner. The gap now extends further, and Stankovic once again is proving that he's fastest out there, dipping into the high 1-minute 4s for the first time this race. 1-minute 4.822, advantage between him and Thierry Giong in second position. Now stands at just shy of 7.8 seconds. So De Jong again leaning to the left-hand side just to help the left tyres rip into the tarmac. And dealing with a little bit of understeer going through into the approach into turn number 13. Michael Becker was 7/10 behind him on the previous lap. Now that has extended to just under 1.1 seconds. Stankovic makes his way through into turn number 6. We've got just under 30 seconds on the clock remaining. So 10 seconds on the clock. It is going to be very, very close as to whether we are going to get the last lap board of the weekend. Looks like we might very well do so. But there it is, Stankovic. He's coming out of turn number 12. This time around, the last lap board for not just the weekend, but it's for the season. And that is going to be seen, first of all, by Martinas Stankovic from Lithuania in the 5.33. As he has just gone underneath the gantry for what's going to be the 14th and final time. And, right, he's just decided, oh, look, he's looking over his right shoulder. And he's slowed. He's slowed to a snail's pace. This is interesting. Stankovic decided to slow a little bit, wait for Thierry de Jong to slightly catch up. And that gap's going to be a heck of a lot less than... Oh, now, here we go. Drifting display ahoy from the Lithuanian. He's just gone sideways all the way through turns 7 and 8. On the final lap now through turn 9. Oh, here we go. Having a little bit of fun to close out the final lap as he lights up the rear tyres and the back end stepping out to the right through turn number 11. And look, he is actually slowing. He's looking over his right shoulder. Now he's going to go over the crest. Look, he is slowing, but he's going to come out the final corner. The gap's not going to be much, but drifting over across the line, Martinas Stankovic wins the final race of the championship season and also thereby the final race of our calendar for 2022. And the winning margin, it was the best part of nearly it was over 9 seconds. And right, Martinas Stankovic not only has the dubious honour of setting the fastest lap in every race, but I think he's just set the slowest lap of the weekend in DD2 Masters. Nearly 1 minute 15, 75 seconds. But he takes the race victory. Thierry de Jong rounds out second. Michael Becker rounds out third, effectively securing himself more than likely third in the championship standings. But there is your race winner, Martinas Stankovic. Thierry de Jong in second. Michael Becker in third place. And Pena Bourne finishing 36 seconds back as Martinas Stankovic on his in-lap drifting the back end of that Birlart kart in the wet here at Wackersdorf with Dennis Thulm opting to not start.